So, we here to talk about the market today, y'all. You already know it seems like the bears are coming out, yes. Now, do they usually come out around this time of the year? I don't think so. Not the real bears, but we're approaching certain levels that we need to pay attention. So, I'm going to address some things in this video. I'm going to talk about and share some things that you might not know. So stay tuned, y'all. It's going to be great. All right, so let's go right into it. NVIDIA crushed earnings. They crushed it. I know you've seen NVIDIA go up after hours if you was watching the market, but did you see what happened after the open bell? Now, few things that did happen. Tesla ran up. The market was looking like it was about to explode and then come straight down. Now, why did it come straight down? Now, first, let's get to some facts before we get to that. Let's get to some facts right now. What we do know, this is what we know. There's some things that I wrote down. NVIDIA beat earnings. Q3 crushed it. Revenue, $57 billion versus $55 billion. Expected. Data center revenue, $51 billion versus $49.3 billion expected. Despite that beat, NVIDIA shares ended nearly 3% after the high earlier in that session. So if you were in calls, and you got in, you probably was looking like, well, I'm about to get some money in the morning. Now, if you got out, you probably did get some. But if you stayed in, you saw all those gains get wiped out. I know you've seen the video. If you look at the chart, you can see the gap. It filled that gap all the way down, y'all. Money just gone. If you were smart, you would have took profit. Or if you in the video long, that might have helped, but it mightn't help too good. Now, what did go up was Tesla. Tesla ran. It looked like everything was running. Google was amazing. I never count out Google because you got Big Daddy Warren in there. So here's how you need to start thinking right now, y'all. We've seen this before. We've seen this before in April when the market went down. Now, what have we learned from April? You got to be smart. We learned that the stocks did rally up. Now, why is this happening? I'm going to get to it. Just hold on. Bear with me now. I'm going to get to that. But we saw this happen before. And what did smart money do? They waited for it to go down. They bought in and it went back up. So think of this time as don't panic, don't get scared, but think of it as opportunities. And if you're a smart trader, smart investor, you can start adding on some of these great companies while they're at their low. Because if they got good things going, like NVIDIA got good things going, they're going to come up. Now, here's the thing. If you're doing options, you could go long, but you got to play it safe. I would tell you right now, hey, invest in some shares. Now, I'm not no financial advisor. I'm just giving you my thoughts and give you the things that I'm doing. So you still got to do your due diligence and you still got to think for yourself. But now is a great time to get in some companies that are very low that you can just hold. Watch them shares go up. Now, let's get to some other facts right here. Now, here's what's happening with Bitcoin. These are some facts. Bitcoin just dropped below 87,000 from peaks of 120K. Look, it erased its year-to-date gains. Now, crypto's going down. But here, do not panic. And I'm going to talk to the young people on here because the young people are in crypto. They get into crypto. I think they're in it more than us. But here's the thing. What is going on? I'm going to break it down to you like this. I wrote this down for you. Okay, so I'm going to make it real easy. So when investors are unsure about things, what do? They kind of just move their money. They panic, but they panic in a different way. They move their money around. So that all is what's happening to Bitcoin. When big investors are a little nervous or a little flaky, they move their money around. They get their money out of risky stuff and they move it to a safer place. So you got to think of it like that. The money has been moved. Things are going to go down. But once the thing balances out, things get stable, it will come back up and it will go up. So you got to use these opportunities as investments in smart moves. A lot of these stocks are going down. They're great buying opportunities. Just get them and hold them, add to them. I'm not saying go all the way in on them, but grab a few because once they go up, you're going to wish like, dang, I could have had my chance. I remember when Bitcoin was at 34K and I got in it and then I sold it. I bought like $1,000. So if I would have held that $1,000 in Bitcoin when it was at 120, I would have some money there, but I didn't. So this opportunity is coming again, so you don't want to miss it. We got to be smart as traders. We got to seize these opportunities and we cannot panic, y'all. We cannot panic. This is good. A lot of people say that this down is needed because we were at the all-time highs on a lot of stuff. We were celebrating too much. So maybe this pullback is needed. It's straight good for the market. It gets other people that are not in it to get in and get it at low and great prices. So that's what I'm watching. I'm looking for these opportunities. Now, in the description, I'm going to leave y'all with a few stocks that I think that are good. Now, I want you to do the same in the comments. I want you to point to some stocks that are great buys, great companies, because we got to help each other. So we need to do that. We're sticking together on this one, y'all. So yeah, so make sure you put something good in the comments. I'm going to look at it now. It's not just Bitcoin tripping, or it's not just one stock bringing it down. It's not NVIDIA. So don't think it like that. It is the market shifting, the market taking caution, the market moving their money. And then once they get relaxed, and also the FOMC, we got that meeting come up. Unsure about what's going to happen there. So if they get up there and the Fed say something that you don't like, I expect the market to come down. But it's certain levels we got to watch where now you got to remember what happened in April. What goes down always comes up. So in this market, how you trade it, it's a choppy market. So make sure you take your wins when you see them. I advise you to take your wins when you see them. You can always get back in at a lower price, but don't get caught on the drag down. Make sure you get some shares. Invest in some shares and just hold them. Wait for it to come back up. But invest in some shares, find some companies that pay good dividends, and once that confidence comes back, the market will return and probably have a rally. So I want you to trade smart. I want you to stay informed. So make sure you subscribe to this video and also make sure you hit that like button because that's going to help the channel grow and it's going to share my knowledge to some others that may need that or just do not know what's going on. So we're all going to work together on this one. Make sure you stay tuned because I got a next video that's coming up that's going to be great and it's going to break down some stocks that I am definitely getting into while they're at their low.